I'm Rachel Cusk. I'm a novelist and a memoirist. I teach on the MA at Kingston and on the MFA. Well, I've lost count of how many novels I've published. I think it's 7, and some works of non-fiction. I write essays often on literary subjects or on personal subjects for newspapers and magazines, all sorts of things. A lot of writers now, now that creative writing has become, more than a pastime, it's becoming an active forum of engagement, really, between established writers and students, people who want to express themselves. They don't quite know in what form, they just feel a desire to do that. And I think, as that becomes more formalised, writers do have the chance to think about whether they want to guard their creative solitude or whether they want to communicate it, to communicate creativity to other people. And that's, I suppose, was my reason for wanting to become a teacher. I'd had a long time of sitting in a room on my own writing, and I wanted writing to be something that involved relationships with other people. I think students at Kingston are unusual. That there's an amazingly broad range of people, age range, all types and classes of people have passed through my seminars. I think what's distinctive about what you offered at Kingston is that I think there are other creative writing programs where the students' work is much more in the service of the program, and the program is looking for writers to get published and become well known. And I don't think Kingston works like that. I think it's very much about the student and about what they actually want to get from the course, what they want to express, what they want to write, and we help them to do it. It isn't about us, getting a bestseller. It's about them being satisfied and fulfilled with their experience here. I'm writing a memoir at the moment about feminism and femininity and being middle-aged, and so that's a sort of interim project, I suppose, before I write another novel. I don't think that I ever conceived of being a writer, of that being a job or something an identity, something you could actually be. And what I've loved about being here is that I've found that lack of assumption reflected in the students that I've met. What they want is to learn how to do it, and then to do it, and that is all it is. That's all being a writer is writing, and that can stop. but coming here and for me teaching here is a way of keeping it going.